Hey, welcome to the first video on this channel. Yeah. So, this channel is going to be about gaming stuff. So, it's either going to be news, discussions, reviews possibly, or just different type of shows with higher production value than what my other channel is doing, which is PlayPod, which we've been running that for a while, which is a Let's Play channel. So, I want to do more gaming content, but it's smart to separate the two, so then people who don't want Let's Plays and want different videos about gaming, we have that. If people want to watch Let's Plays, we have PlayPod. So there's a little brief thought process of that, just so you guys know. But I'm not here to talk about channels, I'm here to talk about Super Smash Brothers. That game. So there's been a lot of talk, a lot of hype, a lot of news, a lot of speculation on Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I'm super hyped. I have a pre-order already. I'm like, what they have now for the game is already perfect, and I want more. But if they sold it as is, then I'd be fine with that. It's gonna be a great game, and I hope there's a story mode because we need it. So I want the game, but I'm not here to talk about future releases. I'm here to talk about past releases, and this is going to be a negative video, and people are not going to like my opinions, but this is definitely 100% subjective and opinionated, as you can tell by the title of the video. We're going to be talking about my personal 5 worst Smash Brothers characters. So, like, for me personally, to play as the bottom of my list, bottom tier, personally. So I would like to know what your guys' ideas are, and I will make a best of video as well for Smash Brothers. And this is not going to be another Smash Brothers account. It's just what is on my mind. We're going to make a lot more videos. I'm just saying. So first off, we have Little Mac. Yeah, so my playstyle is very much in the air, or there's a lot of jumping involved and a lot of movement. Lil Mac does indeed have a lot of movement, but it's all ground. His jumping is miserable to deal with. If you're off the stage, you're dead. Like, you can't come back, especially like once you're below the actual stage in any capacity. You're probably gonna die. So, hope you get blasted high, because you're not going to be coming back from that. And that's my biggest pet peeve with Lil Mac. Well, also his hitbox is awful, especially for his sprint side A and his side B. Awful hitbox. And even like the base A, it's off at sometimes. I even watched a video on how bad his hitboxes are. It's annoying. He's an annoying character. He can be good. All of these characters I'm going to talk about can be good if you use them right. I just am bad at them, and I don't like them, and it doesn't work with my playstyle. And him being the worst jumping ever, like just ever in anything, in any game ever that has jumping in it, sucks. My next is going to be Duck Hunt. Now, I'm confused on why Duck Hunt is in the game. I get he's a Nintendo icon, but I never saw him as much of a fighter. But with Ultimate Game release, there is a couple characters who you wouldn't think is fighters anyway. Like, people want Isabelle from Animal Crossing. Villager's enough. He's not even a fighter. But we'll get back to that. So, why I don't like Duck Hunt? Again, he's definitely, I could see potential, but his moveset doesn't work with me. Like, a lot of it really is his B moves. I don't like his B moves that much. especially the can one. Like, yeah, it can help, and it's very, very specific and touchy, and just really good timing that you need. But it's only worked out for me a few times. I usually hurt myself more than I'm hurting the other person. It's not that bad, but maybe I just haven't played him enough, because I don't like him. Yeah, I can't get around. He is a good jumper, especially with his B up, so that is a redeeming quality. But how his moveset works, I can't get my head around it, and I just personally don't understand how he's in the game still. I can't picture it, but they did it, and it's a decent moveset, but it just doesn't work for me. Wii Fit Trainer, definitely not a fighter, and I could see that her hitboxes are wonky. Her moves aren't actually fighting moves; they're yoga poses, which is, I mean, what she does fits her character. You know, the sunbeam, which I don't know, like, that's never been in the game, but they had to do something. The soccer ball, but then her, like, actual A moves, you know, with the fucking the arm and the leg stretch, and they're all yoga poses, and I think that's what throws me off playing with her, is that I'm not hitting. Like, yes, I am in-game hitting, but she's not fighting, she's just posing. And her B-up is hula hoops, which it feels weird, and I think it would damage, but it actually doesn't damage, so then I put myself in shitty situations because I'm not thinking correctly. Because you would think hula hoops would maybe damage, because she does other shit that damages. And really, like, and I think that soccer ball is really the only good move that I really like out of her. But again, it doesn't feel good to play her, because she is not fighting. She is doing poses that happen to hurt other people. And I guess that's just an animation issue, but it just feels weird to play her, because she doesn't play as I would expect a fighter to play. But that's how that works for me. I was kind of debating on this quite a bit, but Rosalina, I'm glad that she's in the game. I just wish she had a better moveset. I understand why her moveset is the way it is, but I think my main issue is the fact that I'm getting distracted by the Luma a lot, because her movesets, especially her B moves, revolve around the Luma. It's kind of like the Ice Climbers, where one helps the other. But unlike the Ice Climbers, they could work separately. Technically, Luma and Rosalina can work separately, but like her smash attacks revolve around the Luma and throwing it. But if you throw the Luma with the side B and then you try to do a smash attack, it doesn't really work because you don't have the Luma, because it didn't come back in time, because animation and, you know, other game stuff. She's hard to manage, and it's hard to make a moveset with somebody who is not an actual playable character in the game. You only have game mechanics, or, you know, her surroundings to work off of. So I can see how it was, you know, hard to try and make a moveset for her, but I don't like her moveset. Trying to manage her is hard, especially, you know, trying to use the Luma. Yeah, picking a style, you could bring the Luma back, but again, it's another character that, for me, it doesn't feel good. And you know what? I'm gonna put as a double. I don't like Almar either, because he suffers the same problems that Rosalina does. Rosalina depends on the Luma. Almar depends on the Pikmin. When there is no Pikmin, and maybe he should have been on this part of the list, so I'm just gonna put him on, you know, both of them on here. Everything depends on the Pikmin. If you have no Pikmin, you're fucked. He's better in this than he was in Brawl. Brawl, he was awful because his B-up was a slingshot instead of, now it's like him getting a helicopter, like the death scene from 1. Spoiler alert, that's a bad ending. But it's all of it's dependent on the Pikmin. And in this game, he only has 3 Pikmin instead of 6, which makes it even more of a pain in the ass. I get it to limit his reach and... No, I don't get it. He only throws 1 Pikmin for a side. I don't fucking get why they did that. It's such a pain now. And then when you lose your Pikmin, not only you have to... Now you're shitty at fighting. You have to ground yourself and pick more Pikmin before you can start attacking. And when shit gets... You know, you're playing against a little more intense players, or there's a lot of items in a casual match, or if you are actually playing competitively, he's a hassle to play with as well. So this spot goes to both Rosalina and Olimar for the same kind of management. So a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but if this was a list, Megaman would actually be number 1 for me. And that's why I'm making it number 1 for this video. I mean, when they announced him, I honestly did not know what they were going to do with him. Because he's in a shooter. And so is the Inkling. I'm confused on what they're going to do with the Inkling in Smash Ultimate. It looks like the Inkling's moveset's better. Because with Mega Man, it's all... obviously, every attack is from his different power-ups he gathers. Or his neutral A and side A is his regular buster. And that's the problem with him. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any actual fighting moves. It's hard to chain combos with him because all it is solid attacks. His neutral B sucks. It kind of protects you. You throw it, and it's slow and doesn't really damage if it actually does hit. His neutral A is fucking lemons. And it doesn't work. They don't flinch. They just get hit. It's like Fox's blaster, but it's your normal attack. And I don't understand the thought process. The side A is the blaster, which makes sense. It's the powerful blah blah. And then the only one that makes the most sense to me. I mean, his air attacks do make a little bit of sense, but they're still based off of his past moves. Like, his best moves are his down smash on the ground and his up A in the air. Those are my favorite moves out of them, and they still aren't great because they're still very specific. Everything else kind of sucks, and his side B is okay, throwing the razor blades, but everything is just a projectile or it's a single move. You can't chain any of them effectively. I know there's probably really, really, really good people out there who can. I don't care. He doesn't feel natural. He doesn't feel like he should be in a fighting game. Marvel vs. Capcom did him so much better, which is like the only compliment I'm going to give Marvel vs. Capcom compared to Smash Brothers, that they did Mega Man better. That's about it. I don't like him in this game, and I cannot... I get angry every time I use him because of how just bad he feels. I got distracted by a cat. She didn't do anything. She just fucking walked in. I just looked. That's just what happened. So there's my list of characters I don't like to play as. My personal worst characters. Now, you might have different opinions. Some of these people might even be on your top 5 best. Good for you. I'm not fucking judging. This is my list. Don't judge. Or judge. Just don't hold it against me. And I would actually like to know your top 5 worst. Like, if there's characters that you really just do not like. It doesn't have to be Smash 4. It could be games. Basically, if it's going to be in Smash Ultimate, go for it. Now, no preemptive like, oh, I'm gonna fucking... Well, I mean, I'm gonna hate King K. Rool. Now, you don't know. Or, I want Waluigi. No one gives a fuck you want Waluigi. Stop that shit. He's a meme. And I get some people actually want him, but he's an assist trophy. Fucking deal with it. Anyway, so if you like this video, thumbs up. If you want to see more from us, subscribe. And until next time, Bye.